Broadcasting live from Youngville, North Carolina and Ontario, Canada, this is Got Mead Live, a weekly show where Vicky Rowe and AJ Airmans bring you the mead news, meadery info, and mead-making discussions from all over, talking with mead makers, mead owners, industry mavens, and influencers. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly podcast about mead and the people who love it and where the mead world is going. And now here are your hosts, Got Mead owner Vicky Rowe and mead and wine maker AJ Airmans.
Live from Washington, temporarily, the TARDIS in Florida, down under on his way home, and the Bunny Pen in Ottawa, Canada. It's Got Mead Live. Welcome to this show. This is the last of 3 more shows until we break for the Christmas holidays in the month of December. So if you're not listening, you should be, because we're almost done for the year. Tonight's guest is going to be Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan, what am I saying? That was last week's guest. Tonight's guest is Jason Phelps, and I don't know why I didn't change that. Tonight's guest is Jason Phelps, and he is the owner of the soon-to-be-open Ancient Fire Mead in New Hampshire. And they're working on it now. So we're going to be interested to have him in here. And interestingly, Jason Phelps has won are you sitting down, 108 medals for his mead. So I'm thinking we need to pick his brains a little bit about how he makes so many show-winning meads. Don't you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I expect that he might have a few things to say about that. So, so what are we drinking tonight?
Well, I've got a bottle of my Feed My Frankenstein spiced pumpkin braggot that I've bottled in March 2015, so... Oh,
nice.
Still smells good, so here goes.
And see what happens. What about you, Manny? Are you taking a break after last week's half bottle of rum?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm still a little hungover from that, so water.
A week later. He's like, yeah, no, I had enough to drink, thank you.
Yeah, I'm done for now.
I just realized I hadn't poured myself anything, so I believe I am going to have another glass of this 2014 amazingly awesome maple port from Mr. David Webb down in Texas. So, and this port is evidence of the fact that you just don't mess with Texas. And Hamish is en route back from somewhere. And we will have him, he'll pop in here momentarily when he's where the air conditioning isn't going to blow his voice right off the air. So, now I have my port. So I'm a happy camper.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah. So let me take care of the housekeeping stuff. So you can listen to us live on the Got Mead website at gotmead.com. If you you can also listen to us live on our Facebook page at gotmead.com/Facebook. There is a tab for the radio show, and when you click on that tab, you will see the player right there, and that will show us live and also let you go and listen to previous episodes as well. If you are mobile or just want to listen to us offline when we're not live, you can get us on iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, and Stitcher. So just go to any of those places and search Got Mead Live, and we will pop right up. So take us with you anywhere you want to go. There are apps for most of those for both iOS and Android, so you should be able to find something that works for your phone. All of our replays back to the first episode are available on Got Mead and all of those places. So Spreaker, which is where we broadcast from, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Stitcher. And you can get all of them anytime you want. So find us on Facebook at facebook.com/GotMead. And there's also a Got Mead group. Just search Got Mead. And there's also a Got Mead patron group now. If you are a Got Mead patron and want in, go ahead and just click to join the Got Mead patron group and let me know what your username is on the Got Mead forum so I can verify that you are indeed a patron, and I will let you in. This is where the patrons are going to come to talk about about what they're doing. And a lot of these guys make award-winning meads, so it's a good place to be. If you want to tweet us, you'll find us on Twitter at GotMeadNow. And, if you want to contact us and can't call, by all means, tweet us. I'm usually watching the feed during the show. If you have a question for making mead back to basics, check on gotmead.com, put your mouse over Got Mead Live, and the drop-down will give you a link where you can ask us a question for making mead back to basics. If you want to call in during the show, call us at 803-443-MEAD. That's 803-443-6323. So... let us know what you want to do. And we're going to do a shout-out right here for the American Mead Makers Association. The American Mead Makers Association is an organization of professional and home mead makers who've come together to provide a place where mead makers can gather to help make mead a household word. Aspiring meadery owners can connect with some of the top meaderies in North America to learn how to create a successful business and make better mead. And home mead makers can learn advanced techniques and get great input on making better mead as well. Learn more at mead-makers.org or on Facebook at the American Mead Makers Association. And just FYI, for anybody out there listening, this is going to be announced here fairly quickly on March 8th at the Mazer Cup in Broomfield, Colorado. We are going to be holding a one-day seminar. The AMMA is putting on their very first conference. So it's the AMMA Mead Conference. There's going to be people speaking on all sorts of different subjects relating to mead, building your mead business, making better mead, yeast, and things like that. I haven't even got it all lined up yet. I'm actually the one putting it together. So March 8th, if you are planning to come to the Mazer Cup, you want to go to this. It is March 8th all day. In the evening, we're going to have a mead and greet. So it'll be a 2-hour area where there'll be mead donated from all over the country being served for people to try and also just to get to meet some of the top people in the industry. So that's March 8th, 2017 in Broomfield, Colorado, just before the Mazer Cup. So if you're coming, back up your dates. Plan to come on the 7th. You want to attend this. So I wanted to get that out there for folks so they know. The official announcement hasn't gone out yet, so big secret. Don't tell anybody. Okay, tell everybody. Yeah, no, we just, it's not, I mean, I've already announced it, and we just haven't started the formal advertising for it, and that's going to happen very, very soon. That's something I'm going to try to get everything done for this week, because I'm the one that's doing all the organizing for it.
Just my luck, I come on board to hear Big Secret, and I missed out on it.
Well,
you're going to listen again.
You're going to be there, Haim. It's the MMA Mead Conference on March 8th.
Ah, excellent. Yes, I will.
At the Mazer Cup. So you'll be there. So it's not a big secret to you. You've heard all about it already. But, all right. So let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Phelps here and get this show on the road here. Jason. I always want to say Michael Phelps. It's like, but no, that's not him. Well, there's been all these Michael Phelps commercials on for Windows and Intel lately about getting a faster computer. Yeah, with Sheldon from. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Sheldon, and Sheldon's telling him how he's got Big Bang Theory. He needs a better computer. Yada yada yada. So, Jason.
This is Jason.
Hi, welcome to Got Mead Live.
Thank you very much for having me. I was just listening to you guys getting the show warmed up, so it sounds like it's going to be another fun and entertaining evening.
It's always fun.
Sober for me, though.
Yeah. Manny was...
It'll be fun sober.
Yeah. Did you listen to the show last week, Jason?
I didn't actually catch last week's. I was actually catching up on the week before.
Okay.
Eric on earlier. So.
Okay. We had Michael Jordan, the Bee Whisperer, last week, but Manny took it upon himself to kill half of a fifth of really nice rum last week. He was feeling no pain.
Yeah, I can't claim I'm doing it sober either. I'm drinking some homemade mead. So.
Oh, nice. What kind of mead you drinking? Tell us.
It's a multi-berry, so blueberries, blackberries. I think there was probably some cherries thrown in there.
Nice.
Maybe some black currants. So.
And have you sent my bottle out yet? You know.
sure I would actually.
That's a no.
Did I forget to tell you that part where you had to send me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would have too many to choose from in the basement.
Well,
This
that's
one, I
okay.
don't
Just
know.
send me one of everything. It's good. It's all good.
Yeah, the UPS guy will be loading them up for a couple of hours. So.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
I could just see my daughter's face because I'm at my daughter's house until the end of the year, helping them with their new baby. So yeah, as it was when I got a box of 6 bottles of mead from David Webb down in Texas, they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Getting mead in the mail," and they're like, "Is this regular?" I'm going, "Yeah, I love being me sometimes." Of course, the return thing is, and this is the deal I have with David, is that I take the bottles out of the box and then fill it with Washington mead that he cannot get in Texas and send it back. So that's the plan. I have to get out and do some Washington mead shopping.
Yeah,
what a
I don't know
hardship.
I don't know that I would send you this one. I'm not all that happy with it just yet. If I actually still had it in a carboy, I think I'd throw some more fruit on top of it.
Yeah.
It seems a little dry and not terribly exciting, but it was a newer one that I did this year, so I think I ended up rushing it through the process.
Oh, okay.
That's what the supply in the basement's for, to keep an eye on how things have gone and figure out what I would do differently the next time around. So.
Oh, okay, cool. So, no, we know your story because you told it to us, but everybody out there might not. So tell us a little bit about how you ended up getting into mead.
Well, so let me ask you: Did you like how the story started?
I did.
Yeah, it usually catches people's attention because I say, there was this one time where I had cancer and everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's a horrible story." I'm like, "No, it's actually a really good story."
Well, because you're telling it, right?
Yeah, and actually that is 100% right. I tell people all the time, don't have any pity or concern for that. I get to tell my own story, which is not the case for everybody.
Yeah.
So as a cancer survivor, I truly appreciate the fact that I get to tell my own story. And when it first happened, I said to my wife one day, I said, "You do remember how excited I can be to tell that story, because otherwise you'd be the one telling."
Uh-huh.
And that made the difference. She realized, actually, that's really important to be able to do that. So, so I had cancer, and I'm getting better from that. And previous to that, I pretty much worked all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I make no judgment on people who find work a very attractive aspect to their lives, but I don't think I was enjoying it as much as I probably thought I was. So my wife, thankfully for her, said, "Hey, by the way, would you like to find a hobby and maybe do something other than working?" And I said, "Sure, I'd like to learn how to brew my own beer." I don't know. I don't have any recollection as to why. I don't know what was on my mind at that point, but I think it was maybe a friend of mine had done it once and said it was an interesting experience. The beer was probably horrible, so I had no idea what I was saying, but it sounded like a cool thing at the time.
Well, maybe it was a little bit of "I'm alive" beer,
Yeah, it could be, exactly. Yeah, let's have some beer because I'm selling.
Because I'm still up, above. Like a friend of mine says that unfortunately we just lost this summer. He had a long struggle with throat cancer, but he used to say all the time, and said it all the way, literally up until the week he died, "It's better to be seen than viewed."
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I have a number of friends who are cancer survivors. It's when I always say it's nice to see you again, and they've always said, "Yeah, it's nice to be seen," and it's so absolutely true. So for whatever reason, I was thinking about wanting to brew my own beer. So my wife's like, "All right, well, go buy the stuff you need to brew your own beer," and that was actually November 2003. So again, coming up on the anniversary of that decision, which is always fun because it's turned into quite a bit since then.
Cool.
Beer, as I wrote in the little bio I sent, beer led to wine led to cider led to mead. I don't know what's next.
So beer is a gateway. Beer is a gateway drug? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Blame it on beer.
Blame it on beer. Yeah.
Blame it on the beer.
Exactly. Beer got me addicted. So it's true. I mean, once I started fermenting, malts and grapes and apples and honey's got sugar in it. Shit, I can ferment that, right?
We can ferment anything got sugar in it, right?
Right. And I mean, to a great degree, I have as well. I mean, I've made all kinds of, you hear the term weird-mels. I've made less.
I invented that one.